What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this CIF Girls Water Polo video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
We go to the Jackrabbit Natty, that's the natatorium. It is time for playoff water polo. Everyone in the pool, Long Beach Poly hosting San Clemente in the wildcard round.
Jackrabbits and UCLA-bound Aubrey Monahan, fresh off a tough loss to Wilson that they lost the World League Championship in the last 2 seconds of the game. Bill Breitenberg and his girls ready to try and bounce back against a good San Clemente team.
The Tritons coming in. The ref early says, "Go ahead, Polly," and Shannon Johnson obliges going forward. The opening goal just 1 minute in, and Polly's up ahead. But the Jackrabbits, they were hitting the frame a little bit too much in that first quarter. Asha Plutone, unlucky 3 straight times.
Jackrabbits playing the timpani a little bit, and then on the exclusion, the offense just a little too tentative. You probably want to let one of those go a little earlier, results in a field block for the Tritons, who then get out in front with some sniper fire from Bridget Kimbrough.
And then Amber McCutcheon scores inside, and so after the first quarter, it's San Clemente on the road, up 3-1. In the second quarter, it all the way belonged to senior Kendall Johnson in the cage. Wow, she stepped up big time. The senior had 6 saves in the second quarter alone to hold the Tritons scoreless.
Well, with she and obviously Monahan, Savannah Steffen, I mean, there's some phenomenal seniors on this team. They're a senior-led team, and San Clemente couldn't do anything with her. 3-2, Jackrabbits cut the lead by 1. And then the third quarter, we kind of had a It was a showdown for San Clemente sophomore McKenna Smith. She had 2 goals in the second frame, but Polly turned to Monahan. 2 is good, but thrice is nice, Mike. She had the hat trick in the third quarter, and that was absolutely huge for the Jackrabbits. She scored in several different ways. You see, that's just a beautiful clutch playoff goal. And then the rise and fire over the top ties it up at 5, and the Poly fans a little bit excited about that.
Obviously, Monahan, big leader for this team, and you can see there, wave your shirt, get hyphy. It's 5-5 after 3, and Johnson, a couple more huge saves in the fourth. She would finish with 16 stops. That's a senior stepping up at the right time. Cassidy Smithson, though, would put San Clemente out in front as we start to go back and forth.
Jackrabbits just not getting bounces in their home net. I mean, off the post, a big save from Madison Atkins right there. Angelica Sine eventually finds the equalizer goal inside.
4 minutes to go, tied up at 6. Looking like a classic. Smithson right back at you. Goes low, skips it in, and the Tritons are back in front. 7-6 with just over 2.5 left to play, Mike.
Nice near side goal for her. Johnson says, "We must protect this Nat." Senior coming up huge, does not want to have her career as a Jackrabbit end on this day. Polly, with the ball, calls timeout with 1:50 left, looking for the equalizer. They try to find Monahan,
obviously,
but she's underwater.
She's literally submerged by the defense. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. So that's a tough break for Polly. Then the next time down the pool, couldn't get a good look. Passing it around the perimeter, good pressure from the Tritons. Eventually just have to get rid of it, and so Polly's offense a little lacking in the final few minutes.
Really bizarre here, a contra foul on San Clemente gives the ball back to Polly, but then they immediately whistle a contra foul on Polly to give the ball back to San Clemente. The Tritons easily able to run the clock out. A strange turn of events to provide an anticlimactic ending to what really was a phenomenal game as the Jackrabbits fall 7-6.
Really was a great game, kind of a bizarre ending there, and this video brought to you in part by McCarty's Jewelry, here for you since 1932. Unfortunately, a couple of heartbreakers for Polly to close their seasons decided in the final minutes, one against Wilson, now here against San Clemente, but certainly a great year for these Jackrabbits. Good senior class. Sorry to see them go.
Of course, the winter playoffs do roll on in Long Beach. A number of Jackrabbits teams, as well as teams from around the city, are going to keep it going, and we're going to have all of that coverage right here at GazetteSports.com.